Today I want to talk about the situation we find ourselves in here in South Africa in the middle of June 2020. For the third time since World War II, we are confronted with the stark reality of yet another global economic recession. And, although we're inclined to blame it on the corona pandemic, COVID-19 may be just a diversion. Why do I say that? Well, the real cause of today's global economic crisis may have less to do with COVID-19 and more to do with a series of events that began way back in 1913. By the way, let me say here that I am no financial or economic guru, but just an everyday guy who wants to make the most out of the life I live and the income I earn, to build a nest egg for my future and an inheritance for those who come after me. But back to what happened in 1913. You see, it was then that our current financial system was created by the American Federal Reserve and almost immediately spread to every central bank throughout the world, placing control of our economies in the hands of a few powerful men. The full story of this is best told in the video The Creature from Jekyll Island, which can be found at the link you see now on your screen. It's well worth a watch. The next major event that affects us happened in 1971, when President Nixon removed the gold standard from the dollar. Up until then, all money in circulation was backed, guaranteed by physical gold held in reserve. The world followed suit, and within months every single currency in the world became just paper, not backed by gold, backed by nothing. Watch Currency versus Money for more information on that. And after President Obama took up office in the White House in 2009, he took this to the limit by printing trillions of dollars out of thin air. We see the effect of this closer to home when we look at what happened to the Zimbabwe dollar and economy, with worthless pieces of paper valued at trillions of dollars floating around but able to purchase nothing. To illustrate what this really means, let's compare the cost of buying a luxury car back in 1920 and today. We see that the dollar price is vastly different. But if we were using gold, the amount of gold that would have bought the car back in 1920, 1 kilogram, is the same amount of gold that will buy the car today, or in 10, 20, 30 years' time. The purchasing power of gold is constant and hasn't changed for 5,000 years. Recently there's been a paradigm shift, and since 2011 some interesting and innovative disruptions have entered the platform. The first being cryptocurrency, and the second, for me more important, returning the gold standard back to currency. You see, with Carat bars we have a world first, a return to money physically embedded with the gold standard it claims, together with a supporting ecosystem that facilitates normal commercial transactions and a unique cryptocurrency backed by real 999.9% pure 24 karat currency grade gold. But that's not the best part. You see, with the gold price at around 30,000 Rand an ounce, there's no way that somebody like me can buy that amount of gold on the bullion market. But this enterprise has made it possible for people like me and you, ordinary people, to become part of this innovation that enables us to buy gold in small, affordable quantities, and in so doing presents us with an opportunity to own gold and generate wealth for ourselves and our legacies. In fact, there are already more than 1 million people in over 140 countries making use of this opportunity. Sounds interesting? Well, why not find out more by going straight to the horse's mouth and clicking on the Carat Bars website, or have your questions answered by joining us for our next live business presentation. These take place every Tuesday from 1800 to 1900 hours. And by the way, there's no obligation or cost involved, and no names, email addresses or telephone numbers are required. By way of closing, I want to leave you with these comments from an article by a leading South African economist dated April 2020. The combination of a slowly rising gold price since 2011 plus the weakening of the exchange rand has produced very good returns to local investors, averaging around 15% per annum. At the time of writing, the price of a Kruger rand was close to 30,000 rands, a coin, while a 1 kilogram bar of gold was worth a cool million, give or take a couple of cents. One of the attractions of owning physical gold is A, it is gold that has already been mined, and B, is unrelated to the political and economic events unfolding in South Africa. A further attraction is that it is legal tender and does not attract VAT when purchased. You can read the whole article at this link. Food for thought, I think. I look forward to seeing you soon. In the meantime, explore the Karatbar's website at this link. You can register at no charge and have access to your back office and all information. Stay well.